I'm Eric Novak, and coming up on this report, I'm going to take a look at the all-new third generation 2016 Honda Pilot Intermediate 3-row SUV. The average lifespan of an automobile model before it's completely redesigned and refreshed, if it's kept in an automaker's lineup, is about 4 or 5 years. So every year, auto journalists like myself are kept pretty busy with a host of, anywhere between a half a dozen or more significant refreshes every year for us to take a look at. The Honda Pilot has been around since 2002, and with the launch of the 2016 Honda Pilot, this intermediate 3-row SUV has undergone, in its 4th generation, a major overhaul. This is quite a dramatically different vehicle than it was in its previous iteration, certainly less boxy, more streamlined, and a lot more aesthetically pleasing. Well, in this review, I'm going to take a look at this 7 or 8 seat family hauler and take a look, is the redesign really as good as perhaps Honda is leading us to believe? If you're in the market for a family vehicle like the Pilot is, it goes without saying you're probably going to do a lot of family driving, so it better be comfortable to ride, and I think this Pilot certainly is. We had a chance, my family and I, to participate in an event through Honda Canada called Camp Honda, where we drove up in this 2016 Pilot to Muskoka. We got to experience more of all of Honda's lines, from ATVs to outboard motors and things such as that. It was a great event, but we had a real chance to experience long drives in this vehicle. Certainly comfortable, more than enough power, better than expected fuel efficiency. So from this standpoint, certainly no problems here with the drive and the feel of the new Pilot. All of the 2016 Pilots are equipped with the same engine. It's a 3.5 liter V6 Earth Dreams technology engine. It puts out 280 horsepower and 265 pound-feet of torque. If you ever use this for towing with the right attachments and two-wheel drive, you'll get up to 3,500 pounds of towing capacity and 5,000 pounds of towing capacity in four-wheel drive. So there's certainly more than enough there. One thing I really do like about this Earth Dreams technology is for fuel efficiency savings, it has cylinder deactivation. So if you know what that is, basically you get all 6 cylinders using for acceleration, and if you're, say, getting into a highway coasting speed, well, 3 of those cylinders will then shut down, so you're basically coasting on 3, which adds up to better fuel savings. I've actually been quite impressed by the fuel savings and the fuel economy I've registered in about a week's worth of driving so far, and that's part of this new Earth Dreams technology that you'll see inside the 2016 Pilot. Having a look at the 2016 Honda Pilot's interior, it's pretty good overall for the most part. The driver's information dead in front of me, there's a digital readout for your speed, as well as information on a small LED screen. Not to mention good and easy to read tachometer, fuel gauges and such. Across the center stack, the new display screen is flat and flush. There's a nice Garmin GPS system being used, but I really don't like, and I've been saying this before, I don't quite like how the touch for volume and other menu items is flush. There's no buttons there. I know Honda's getting away with it. I don't like it, and I wish they would bring back the option at least of having some buttons like you see with the climate system. It's easy, and the buttons, there's more of a tactile feel. I found myself when I was trying to reach for things on a pure touch screen and I miss, and it gets me into wrong information. It's really tricky, so I'd like to see improvements there. The drive selector, it's what you've seen in the Acuras being brought down. It's this vertical stack of buttons, which I know some people have had issues with, but I actually find that it's not too hard to use once you get used to it. It's certainly better than some of the other placements of non-mechanical shifters that we're seeing nowadays in automatic transmissions. But overall, not a bad interior inside the 2016 Pilot. One of the biggest problems with three-row SUVs is getting access to that third row. There's a lot of automakers I've seen that have put really hard to work with access mechanisms, especially for kids. One thing that the Pilot's got going for it is they've brought down from the Acura MDX, where I first saw this, a really simple to use, basically one button press, which opens up or slides forward the second row, makes easy access available for kids. It's also a button that's on the back of the second row seat that does the same thing, really easy to get in and out of. Now I could say this or I could demonstrate it, and I don't want to demonstrate it because I don't usually get into the third row, so I've got my son Jacob here. Jacob, so he's going to demonstrate it here. Now Jacob, as we said, this is easy to get into, so why don't you demonstrate? All you have to do is simply press one button, it slides in you go, easy access. You can close up the seat and he's already in. Now if he wants to get out, again there's a button on the back of the press it one time, slide out, and out you go. Way more user-friendly. I really like that aspect in the 2016 Pilot. When an automaker launches a new iteration of an existing automotive model, I think it's pretty fair to say that expectations are the changes will be significant. But with the 2016 Honda Pilot, I really think they've made some dramatic changes that are for the better. When I first saw this new Pilot at the Canadian International Auto Show launch, I was impressed by how it went from something rather boxy and unattractive to something streamlined and far more aesthetically pleasing than it was previously. Inside this new 2016 Honda Pilot, you've got a great host of family-friendly and user-friendly features, and you've got a new engine in this Pilot that is really fuel-efficient, far more than I thought it would be, which really matters to families who, not only need space, but want to save money on fuel and help out the environment as well. I really think Honda has got a winner here with this new Pilot, and I anticipate it to be quite successful. So if you're in the category looking for a vehicle such as this, I strongly encourage you to give it a test drive and see what you think as well. That's it for this review. For EnviroDad.com, I'm Eric Novak. I will see you again soon. If you like this review, we've got more of them, both written and video, at www.envirodad.com. There's also a Facebook page for you to like, and you know what? We're even doing Twitter as well.